What's up, guys? Welcome back to Newswave. So, random shadow drop for Joker and Smash 3.0. It is absolutely insane. It pretty much came out of nowhere, but it's pretty cool to see. People are really excited. And hey, today, apparently you can play as Joker and stage builder and video editing, all kinds of stuff in Smash out of nowhere. Pretty cool to see there. A little bit more information about the PS5. It's kind of come out. Has to do with pricing. That's the biggest thing people are now interested in, is how much is this thing going to cost? A little bit of information there that we can kind of pull some information from. And then apparently Capcom wants to make their own plug-and-play device, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking, but we're going to take a look at that as well. This is the last day, by the way, for everyone out there, for that Hob Switch giveaway, the custom edition one. You want to go check that out. It's on Twitter. There's a link below in the description. It's going to end later on tonight. Get a hold of the winner and announce them, hopefully before the weekend. Otherwise, it'll be on Monday, as we need to make sure we get a hold of them and everything. As always, guys, enjoy these videos. Make sure to like, but it does help out. We're going to start today with Microsoft, because they did announce when their E3 press conference will be. They're going to be doing a live one, and not many companies are doing live presentations anymore. Remember, Sony isn't going to E3 at all. EA is even kind of backed off of that. They're mostly doing live stream demonstrations, as they've said, which probably means we'll just watch them play some games like Jedi Fallen Order. Honestly, if I can skip a lot of the stuff like the next FIFA and everything that, I'm much happier just tuning in for certain games at EA. But Microsoft's going to do the whole thing. Whole thing, as usual, they put out on Twitter, as you're seeing here. This is on Xbox's Twitter account. It says, join us June 9th, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern for an Xbox E3 briefing for all gamers. So it seems like they're going to, again, kick off E3 as they usually do. And there's a lot we're expecting to hear about here. We're definitely expecting to hear about their next-generation systems, more so than them just name-dropping Scarlet, as we've heard actually quite a bit about the PS5 now and kind of the direction they're going to go. I expect Microsoft possibly to show up with a box. That's a strong possibility. Keep in mind, they announced the Scorpio, which is the Xbox One X now, a year and a half before it launched. So I would not be shocked if they showed up at E3 with a box, just to kind of one-up Sony to a degree, as Sony has told us about their system that we don't even know what it looks like. Microsoft could show up and actually show us what their system looks like with actual details. So look forward to that. Either way, it's getting exciting. We're getting close to E3, right? We're, less than 2 months away. So let's get excited for E3. It's going to be fun. Also, we got a release date for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Now, again, a lot of people were thinking, oh, we need a direct for Smash, and we need one for, like, Ultimate Alliance 3 and Mario Maker 2, which you might still need one for that. But release dates and everything, we started getting them. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 actually got a release date on Twitter, and just out of nowhere. Nintendo's like, hey, here's the release date. It's actually coming out July 19th, and that is, yes, a week before Fire Emblem. So July, you're going to have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and then a week later, it's going to run right into Fire Emblem. Either way, I'm actually looking forward to Ultimate Alliance 3. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I like the older ones. I'm sure I'll enjoy this one as well. It has online multiplayer and everything too. But for people who are maybe trying to decide which one they're going to buy, that might be kind of a harder decision than you'd think, as one is obviously more action-oriented. They're both technically like RPGs, I guess, at heart. Action RPG for one with like full multiplayer. The other one, obviously, more strategy-based and everything. But either way, which one are you going with? Let me know, because they're like a week apart, so pretty interesting there. We also got some interesting information about backwards compatibility from Inside Xbox. A whole bunch of games did get Xbox One X enhancements. Several Splinter Cell games did. Fable as well, Fable 2. And then we also saw an announcement for a backwards compatible game that I was really excited to see. Ninja Gaiden 2. That's right, it's going to be backwards compatible. Love this game on the 360. It will be Xbox One X enhanced as well, so it's going to look even better. I'm sure it'll be in 4K, steady frame rate and everything, which is awesome. You're going to want to go out and get this sooner rather than later, as it's like $10 used at GameStops. GameStop has a tendency to go up in price, along with Amazon and other places as well, when these kind of things happen. So if you like Ninja Gaiden 2, or you haven't even played it, I say pick it up. It's a really, really fun game, and get it while you can at $10, because it might go up. So keep that in mind. And guys, some of the quick news out of the way. Let's get into the bigger stuff. We're going to start with Capcom, because they announced a plug-and-play system that is just the funniest thing I've ever seen. So let me set the stage for you here. You're in a business meeting talking about your next plug-and-play. You have an idea for what you're going to put in it and what it's going to run and how it's going to connect, to TV and all this other stuff. But you're trying to figure out, what is it going to look like? And then somebody stands up in the meeting and says, let's just make it the company's logo. Let's just make it Capcom. We'll just play on Capcom. Most people would say, no, we're not doing that. But Capcom decided to say, yeah, we're going to do that. Here it is actually right here. And yeah, you're seeing that right. It is literally their logo with an arcade stick setup, multiple arcade sticks as you see there, buttons and everything. That is one of the weirdest things I've seen in a long time, but okay, at least you're buying from Capcom, I guess. 16 built-in CPS1 and PS2 arcade games, and there's a large list that includes 1944, The Loot Master, Alien vs. Predator, Armored Warriors, Capcom Sports Club, Captain Commando, Cyberbots, Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is a good one to put in there. Echo Fighters, Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts, Gigawing, Mega Man The Power Battle. I like that, by the way, seeing Mega Man The Power Battle in there. Pro Gear, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Strider, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. What's interesting about this, it's going to have apparently Wi-Fi built in. I don't know why they're doing that. The games are going to run on the FB Alpha emulator, which I didn't know they were allowed to ship with that, but maybe they worked something out. I think there was a bit of controversy going on around that I'm going to look further into. But yeah, this at least looks solid from the outside, minus the design of it. Why couldn't it just be a regular setup? Why did it have to be the Capcom logo? So weird. But at least the pics of the games are pretty cool to see in there. Alien vs. Predator is neat. Darkstalkers and the Mega Man game. Those are some cool ones to throw in there. Pricing though. How much would you pay for this? Because it's about $250 US what we're seeing now. This was announced through Capcom UK. So they have it slated at about 230 euros. So we're thinking $250, $260 US. And we're looking for, I guess, an announcement from the US Capcom as well. At the time of this filming, we have not seen it yet. So we're still trying to figure out from there. But we will probably get the announcement with the release date from them. But let me know what you think about this plug and play, because I think this is a bit of a swing and a miss with the design, but the idea and the game selection I think is pretty good. It's varied, heavily varied, so that's cool. And I mean, it technically can't be worse than the PlayStation Classic, right? I don't think so. Next up, let's talk about the Xbox One SAD, because it is indeed sad. Now, we made a video about this days ago talking about the leak that was put out there by retailers, and I said, look, if they do put it out there for $250, then we can make fun of it. And you know what? Now we can make fun of it, because they strangely announced it for $250 coming out May 7th. This was during Inside Xbox. They even brought out the white gloves with Major Nelson and checked it out and everything. And yeah, it looks just like an Xbox One S without the disc drive. They put out a commercial where they kind of made fun of themselves for basically putting over a piece of tape, and that gives you your Xbox One all digital or Xbox One S SAD, Xbox One SAD. I don't get it. Here's why I don't get it. You can buy an Xbox One S with games and everything for $220 to $230. That includes something like a Battlefield 5 even. This game system, of course, is going to come with 3 different games: Sea of Thieves, Forza Horizon 3, and Minecraft. So it will have some value, but not even Forza Horizon 4, which is weird. And they talked about a deal that you would get that some of us have already enjoyed. $1 gets you 3 months of Game Pass. I don't know why Game Pass doesn't just come with it. If it's $1, they should have just said, yeah, it comes with 3 months of Game Pass. Why are you getting another $1 from them? They did mention one key thing, and something you want to remember when it comes to this. $50 less at all times, what they said, than the $300 Xbox One S. So the Xbox One S is supposed to retail for $300. Told you guys before, it technically got a price drop a long time ago, and they just keep that MSRP, and it's just always discounted. So if it's always $50 less, so it's $250 or $300, when we roll around to Black Friday, that's when you might want to take a look at this thing, okay? Because we've seen the Xbox One S drop down to $190, for example, at times. $200 is the norm. You'll find it for $140 to $150 then, if they keep their word with that. So I wouldn't buy this thing at all now. There's no point. There's zero point. You can find a very cheap Xbox One S, brand new, with a game that's better than the ones that come with that, straight up. So don't buy it now. Wait till later on in the year, like I said, Black Friday, when it goes on deep discounts, and then strike if you do want an all-digital Xbox. You might not. You might want the disc drive, because this technically is a 4K or Ultra UHD Blu-ray and everything, so it actually has value. Like I said, that's how they were selling it in Japan. They were selling it as an ultra high-def Blu-ray player. I don't know what they sell this as. They probably won't sell it at all. I mean, no one's ordering it there. Another interesting tidbit, GameStop doesn't seem too happy with it, because they posted a bit of a shot at this system when someone mentioned that you can just get a cheaper Xbox One S. They kind of gave the little eyes, looking at it, so it's... GameStop's not even going to carry this thing, I don't think. They're not one of the pre-order partners. So like Walmart you can, Best Buy you can, and Amazon I believe. So you're not going to even pre-order it from GameStop. Why would you? Why would they carry it? They're not selling you games, not physical ones, so what's the point for them? Well, that's why they're not going to carry it. Next up, some quick information about the PlayStation 5. Now, we, of course, did a video yesterday. You should go check that one out because we went over all of kind of the specs and some of the stuff they're doing to make the next PlayStation a bit better outside of just visuals. The solid-state drive is the thing that's the most interesting to me because I think it can change the way we look at some games and play some games, but all the specs sounded cool. It sounded like we're going to get a really neat system, but people started to wonder about the price. Is this going to be a $500 or even $600 system? Well, Wired covered it, and then actually they had some others over at Wired talk about this on Twitter saying, Peter Rubin, there's always been a general range of launch pricing. Will the next console hew to that range? And this was from Mark Cerny saying, I believe that we will be able to release it at an SRP or suggested retail price that will be appealing to gamers in light of its advanced feature set. And then they go on to say, meaning that it may cost a bit more, but what you're getting is well worth it. And then Mark Cerny, of course, says, that's all I can say about it. So here's the thing. I think Sony really likes that $400 price point. I don't blame them. They've tried to go super high with pricing, right? They had a $500 PlayStation 3 and they had a $600 PS3, and that badly hurt them at the gate against the $400 Xbox 360. So I think they see the $400 price tag, and I think they really like that price tag. But what do they cut down to get there? And do they introduce multiple SKUs that could potentially confuse the consumer? Multiple SKUs is possible. That's basically multiple systems. So you have one that's has more storage, maybe it's a bit more powerful, like a Pro and a regular. I don't think they do that at launch. It might sound crazy to some people after reading the spec sheets and some of the stuff they're talking about. I think they like that $400 price point, and I think that's what they're going to launch at. That would also put a lot of pressure on Microsoft to make sure they have some sort of cheaper alternative, the Xbox One X is $500, right? So if Microsoft introduced a $400 system that's more powerful than the Xbox One X, well, that would just look weird. But the move to Ryzen with Navi and everything will, I think, help to actually get the prices down a little bit if they're not rolling with like a 15 teraflop monster. I think Sony's gonna be a little more conservative than people realize with the power to make sure that they get it out at a $400 price point. But that's my thought on it. I'm curious what you think the price on the PS5 is going to be, because that is going to be a fascinating part of this system when they reveal it. Because I think people are going to be all over the place on it, and when they show us that price, people are going to be really excited or very disappointed. And our last bit of news, let's talk about the shadow drop that's taking place today, and that is Smash Ultimate with Update 3.0 and Joker, the first DLC character that is entering the game, and it looks pretty good. They added a lot. Now, of course, they leaked Stage Builder accidentally or on purpose, who knows, but we did know about Stage Builder because, of course, about a data mining, and then after Nintendo basically showed it to us in a trailer for whatever reason on screen. Anyway, that is a thing. We are getting Stage Builder, which is pretty cool, but Joker actually looked awesome. They kept kind of that style from Persona 5 that a lot of people were hoping they would do, and it looks really, really good. They put out a full trailer, and I mean, this is like a Smash Direct almost. It's 15 minutes. If they had live streamed it, people would have just called it a Smash Direct. Like, if yesterday they had been like, instead of a shadow drop, they said tune in tomorrow for like 15 minutes of the new thing, people would just call it a Smash Direct. That's what this was. It was just basically thrown on YouTube. So anyway, here's some of the trailer while we go over some of the features here. Of course, you can now play as Joker, which is something that people were pretty excited about. The Memento stage is part of that, which I remember we had a leak a while ago that mentioned Mementos, so maybe we'll check into that a bit there. You can purchase Joker and Mementos for $5.99, but I would recommend just getting the whole pass most likely, as that would end up saving you money over time. But hey, maybe you want Joker and you're not really interested in any of the other characters we don't know about. Who knows? But there will be Stage Builder, and I have to say, Stage Builder looks pretty good. It looks a bit more in-depth than what I remember, and I remember back from the Wii days, so there you go. But the Wii U, of course, was one that people talked about as well, but Stage Builder on the Switch uses like the touchscreen and everything. They had layers, they were moving around in perspectives. It looked pretty awesome. So I like the look of that. I don't know how much I'll use Stage Builder, but I'm sure there are a ton of people out there that are going to go crazy over it. Video editor as well. So there you go. You can edit videos. They have subtitles, sound effects can be added. A lot of stuff there. And then Smash World was also talked about, where you can share videos, download stages created in Stage Builder. So that's cool. And then they also talked about like voice chat and everything through it as well, inviting friends, all of that. So Do we still need a Nintendo Direct? Not really. I mean, we probably need a Mario Maker 2 Direct. Other than that, though, that's the information most people wanted to know about, was the Smash update with Joker. We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance, 3's release date. What else do we really need? I don't know. At this point, we just need to know when Mario Maker 2 is coming out, and then we kind of roll into E3, which is in less than 2 months, and we'll, I'm sure, get all kinds of other cool stuff announced. But there you go. Nintendo took to Twitter and YouTube to put this stuff out there, and they did it very, very quickly, because by the time you're watching this, you might already be playing as Joker or doing Stage Builder. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. Pretty cool stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for Newswave. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit the like button. Really helps out. If not, hit the dislike. Leave comments down below about everything we talked about today, whether it is Smash 3.0. Did that catch you off guard? Because I think it caught everyone off guard. Like, everyone. But it was really cool to get those shadow drops, because you hear about it, it gets announced, and then you realize, oh, I can go get it in a couple of hours when it comes out tomorrow, or in this case, today. Pretty cool stuff. What about the Xbox One SAD edition? It's definitely sad, but hey, maybe somebody out there really likes the idea and wants it at that price point. I'm very curious. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.